We are live today with Ellie and Kim.
Hi.
Talking about doing life at home, and we are going to talk today about those times in life when you go to the laundromat. Now, maybe you have never had this experience, or even had the thought about going to the laundromat, because I never did. My mother never took stuff to the laundromat. We lived 10 miles from town. She was always on top of the laundry. It seemed like in my brain, in my mind, she was queen of the buzzer. That's what I would think of her. I mean, seriously, the laundry would buzz and she would take care of it. She was just always really good about the laundry. But she also didn't have as many children as I did. And there were times in life when the laundry seriously piled up in a really huge way. Like unbelievable piles. I was not the queen of the buzzer. I did not like doing laundry. And I also lived in old houses until like 20 years ago, because I'm kind of old, so 20 years ago doesn't seem like that long ago, and I had a lot of kids before 20 years ago. And old houses, laundry setups are not very convenient. I suppose when they built the old houses, it wasn't that big of a deal because there were what was called wash houses, which was a separate building outside where there would be a fire and a pot of water, and literally they did their laundry outside. Okay, so then in the old houses, moving the laundry inside to the basement was probably maybe a good thing. But I didn't think so. I didn't appreciate it, and it was painful. So anyway, my laundry would pile up, and I don't know who gave me the idea, but at some point in time, someone said, hey, why don't you just take care of it all at once and take it to the laundromat in town? And I said to myself, of course, that's kind of ridiculous. I have a washer and dryer that work perfectly fine. I will not do that. And I would work on laundry, and I'd get it caught up until it would pile up again. And then one time, we came back from a vacation. I think this is the first time I actually did it. We came back from a vacation trip, and I piled all the laundry into the car, sorted it, piled it in, and we went to town, my little children and I think there was 4 little children at that time. And we did it in town. Took care of it all like in, I don't know, a couple hours. Because at the laundromat, there's a lot of washers and a lot of dryers. And so it's easy to just get it all done at once. Fold it, put it in the baskets, bring it home, put it away, it's done.
Wait, you would fold it there?
Yeah, because you're waiting for the dryer. So while you're waiting for the dryer, it's just easy to just fold. And there's folding tables.
Oh, that's helpful.
You don't remember this? Okay, Ellie is one of the youngest. She's number 8. And I didn't think she would ever remember those times when I would take the laundry to the laundromat, because I really don't think I did it that often. I mean, there would be a couple years where I wouldn't go to the laundromat, but then maybe there's 3 times in 1 year where I would go.
Mm-hmm. There was only like really one time I really remember.
You have to speak clearly.
There was only one time that I No, there was only like really one time that I like specifically remember, and I think it was like after, I don't know, you said toilet flooded or something. I don't really know what happened, but I knew there was a bunch of dirty bedding and like linen, like a bunch, but that's all I remember.
That's all you remember? Okay, so this is the thing. If she remembers this, she was very little, because we had the laundry in the basement in the house we live in now. And so
I remember that.
And the septic tank got full, and it backed up.
In the basement?
It backed up into the basement. And
I
know, I read that. It backed up into the basement and caused a big flooding. And I happened to have, we had a laundry chute that went from the top, the second floor, through the first floor, so you could throw from both levels, and it ended up in the basement beside the washer and dryer. Handy system, right? Mm-hmm. Unless the septic tank backs up and you have a flood of sewage in your basement and a big pile of laundry underneath the laundry chute. That's the last time I think I took laundry to the laundry chute or the laundromat. And that's what you remember.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Because, like, I remember you even, like, going to the bank to get, like, a bunch of quarters.
You remember this?
I think.
This is impressive because she was little. I'm telling you.
Okay, how old, though? What did you say?
When did we put the laundromat up here? Okay, so we moved to Idaho in 2013.
Uh-huh.
And the laundry was up here for, like, a couple of years before that. So 2011, it had to have been before that. So, and you were born in 2005.
So like, at least 5.
You were definitely under the age of 6.
Mm-hmm.
That
sounds about right.
Okay, so anyway, you know how you do math with large families. How old are the children? What happened that year? Who was the baby? That kind of thing. That's how I keep track of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why you would go to the laundromat. Of course, big disaster after a vacation, and you have crazy amounts of laundry. For whatever reason, we would do it after the fair, like.
Oh.
Because during our kids are in 4-H, and Fair Week always required. It was big, long days. People would have multiple clothing changes in the day because they had their clothes that they washed their animals in, and then they had to have clothes that they showed their animals in, and then their clothes that they got in a water fight in at the fairgrounds, and just stuff like that. And so there was always a huge amount of laundry after the fair, and so after Fair Week I would take, not every year, but a lot of times I would take a big load in and get it washed.
Would you do that after we got the laundry room put in?
No, I don't think that's the thing. I don't think I've ever been to the laundromat since we moved the laundry room to the garage, made a room out of it, and I put in 2 washers and 2 dryers. So I don't think I've been to the laundromat. I know I haven't been to the laundromat after that.
I remember when we were putting in the laundry room, I was really sad because we were losing garage space, and I like to ride my rollerblades around in the garage because it was like really smooth, the cement, and then I was sad because then the garage was smaller.
Sorry, I'll choose a laundromat over rollerblading.
it's understandable. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about how I would do it. So you remember me going to the bank and getting quarters. Because it is, you have to set aside a little bit. I think it would cost like $40. Between $20 and $40. It probably depended on how much laundry I was taking in. I think that time where we had this sewage backup into the basement, and I also happened to have lots of laundry down there at the time that wasn't caught up. That was pricey. Plus, it was just such a mess. There was clean laundry that it was a flood. It was bad.
I feel like it haunts you.
It does. It haunts me. It's bad. It was a bad experience. Like one of the top. Okay, it's definitely in the top 10 or 20 bad things that have happened to me in life.
It was like after a vacation, right? No, that was a different time.
I don't remember what preceded it, but there was a lot of dirty laundry down there. And it had sewage. I hauled it down in the back of a truck. It was like, just throw it into baskets, and I put it in the back of a pickup truck and hauled it in. And I was like embarrassed because I'm taking like gross stuff into the laundromat, and I would take it in like one at a time. Thankfully, I don't think anybody was at the laundromat. Rural America. There's who's at the laundromat.
I remember just like piles of like laundry in the white van. I remember the white van.
Because that was to take it home because I couldn't bring it home in the back of the truck.
Yeah,
we live on gravel roads. No way.
That makes sense.
So I would bring it after we brought it home in the big van. Mm-hmm. The clean laundry, folded nicely, put it away. Okay, so how you do it? You go to the bank. First of all, you haul our stuff, sort it at home if you can, and then sort it into garbage bags or whatever's easy to haul in. And Bridget, she said earlier that she remembers getting, what did she say? I remember going to the laundromat with you because we get Lunchables when we were there. Okay, so that was a treat, easy lunch for the kids.
I don't remember Lunchables. Although that sounds
I
fun.
don't buy Lunchables for children, but laundromat day, that was kind of a big deal. So I would get like easy food for them to eat while they're sitting in the laundromat waiting for the laundry to get done.
What would you do with bored kids?
Well, they can fold laundry. I'd have kids changing the loads from one to another, folding the laundry, and also I'd bring along coloring books and games, stuff to keep you corralled. And
what would you do if your kid just like ran off uncontrolled in the laundromat?
well, the doors were really heavy. They couldn't open the doors. That age of kids couldn't open.
No,
the
but
doors.
I just mean like they're just running.
Well, the laundromat's not that big. I mean, that would be a circle around the
Yeah.
washers.
But still, I feel
Okay,
like
we're talking about how to do it. All right, so how you do it. You get your kids easy food, like Lunchables, and entertaining things to do in a backpack, you know, coloring books, colors, stickers, some maybe not stickers because I can see children putting stickers on machines. No, let's not do stickers. And stop at the bank to get a lot of quarters. I mean, they have a quarter machine at the laundromat, but sometimes the machine didn't work. So it's just smarter to just go to the bank and get a lot of quarters. And then the washers are huge. So you can just like put enormous amounts of laundry into I'd fill the biggest washers first. And then by the time, and start it right away, because then by the time you're putting the last loads into washers, the first loads are done. And then you can just move it into the dryer. And then it's just like this kind of a race of getting the wash into the dryer and then getting them out of the dryer and folded. But really, seriously, you could do it all in a couple hours.
Would you bring your own laundry soap?
Yes. Bring your own laundry soap. I mean, they have little dispensers, but it's like for one load and it's mediocre and it's like costs crazy money. You know, it's just better to get your own, bring along your own laundry detergent or stop at the store to get laundry detergent. What else did Bridget say?
That was about fair.
I think it was after Fair Week or something like that. Busy summer days plus lots of laundry anyway, yeah. How many kids were you doing clothes for at that time? I'm thinking the very first time I think I ever did it was 4 kids. I have a memory from way back when we lived in an old house with an old basement and a big pile up of clothes after a vacation, I think. So 4 kids would have been 4 kids under the age of 6. And a lot of laundry. And then, like I said, there would be a couple years where I wouldn't do it. You know, I was on top of things. And then there might be a year where I felt like, okay, this is a huge amount of laundry. I need to get it all done at once because otherwise I'm going to be a slave to the machine for a week and I have other things I need to take care of. So like I said, after a vacation or after a Fair Week, after... I know I've done it if a washer or dryer died, needed a repair or just completely, really did need a new one. And because large family, stuff piles up fast. And then all of a sudden, a week can go by with, we haven't bought the new washer yet or the new dryer or whatever. Actually, a washer would be worse because a dryer... If you don't have a dryer, you can go hang your stuff out on the line or whatever. You can just hang your clothes around to dry. But when the washer's not working, then you are out of luck, right? And I know I took it to a laundromat after those kind of experiences. So how you get the get it folded there and then fold. I always like to, while it's all organized and I have lots of kids that are helping as best I can, little kids, with the laundry, getting it sorted by what room it's going to go into when we get home, into the basket, so that when we do get home...
Oh, you just take the basket to the room.
To the room, wherever it's supposed to be, and take care of it immediately. But seriously, it's a big time saver. It's kind of costly, but it saves you a lot of time and stress and mental and emotional energy on laundry when you have a lot of kids and a lot of laundry. And it is so handy to get it all done. Oh, and bedding. Someone says also bedding. Right, because sometimes the bedding just simply doesn't fit in the washer. Like I'm thinking of king size comforters. And actually, when I would be at the laundromat, there would be people in there and they would say, oh, I come in here to do my comforters or my bathroom rugs or... Yeah, this stuff that simply doesn't fit in there. washer.
Like, I'm thinking like the big poofy blankets that you put on.
Well, that would be a comforter. A duvet is like, it's kind of like a pillowcase for a comforter.
Oh, okay.
And you can take that off so that you don't have to actually wash the comforter. You're just washing the cover for it. I think that's what a duvet is. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. But anyway, I would run into people that they're like, oh, you know, I'm just here to like do this, you know, because there's not a whole lot of people on the laundry mat, and we would just start talking, you know, with people, and you know, how do you know each other, and because it's a small town, you know, you just chat
Where would you go? Like,
I would go to Williamsburg.
That's what.
Local people, I would go to Williamsburg. I really like the laundromat there. People are nice and friendly. I don't think they own it anymore. It was Weebles that owned it when I went. I think they sold it. I don't know who owns it now. But anyway, if you have a lot of laundry to do and you're up against the wall, take it to the laundromat, get it all done, and then you can just move on. But the really important thing is, it's really important to keep a consistent routine. We're talking, this is out of the ordinary. This is when, you know, disaster strikes or you've had a busy time in life. Normally, it's really helpful to have one day a week that's dedicated to catching up on the laundry, and then set a goal for every single day. Back when I had a lot of kids at home, my goal was 4 loads every single day, because I had a lot of kids and we live on a farm.
That's a lot.
I know, but I had a lot of kids and we live on a farm. And then one day a week was to catch up on everything else and do the bedding and the towels and clean the room, that kind of thing. So, anybody have any questions or comments or advice that you want to contribute? Because go ahead and leave a comment. It might help somebody else. Otherwise, we will say sayonara for today. Oh, we are starting to collect these live videos. What are you laughing at? Annie?
Yeah.
Annie was going to join us, but Roy didn't let her, so.
Hey, I was good with watching Roy. She just decided that.
We are collecting these. Thank you, Megan. We are collecting these Instagram lives and saving the audios for a podcast. So the podcast is on like all the podcast platforms now. I think there's a few.
Is it on Spotify?
Yes, there's like 4 I think so far, but they're like
Google
Instagram
Play?
lives that I don't know about that one. It might
Apple, or what's
it's on Apple, yeah. Like the last 4 lives that we did, a few in the last couple of weeks. I don't think we did any last week, but they're on your podcast platforms. So we're also going to be trying to be more organized about these and deliver higher quality content without so much chattiness and random stories and stuff. But random stories are kind of fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because honestly, I didn't know Ellie would remember that we would go to the laundromat. I'm really surprised. That's why I think you must have been really.
It's like
little.
one of the childhood memories, like before like.
And you remember putting the coins in. I
Yeah.
let you put the coins in. The kids, they would fight over that, getting to put the coins in the machines.
Mm-hmm.
How many children do we have? 9. And Ellie's number 8. The oldest is 30. And the youngest is
14.
14. Yeah, and they're all about 2 years apart. Some of Ellie and Matthew are 18 months apart.
Brooke and Brian are 18 months apart.
Yeah. So it was 9 kids in 16 years.
That's a lot.
But it was fun. It was a lot of busy days, but it was fun.
I like busy days.
A busy day, yeah. You sleep good.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's like summer is just like every day is crazy busy, and then you just go to bed and you're like, out.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the days are long, but the years are short, and they were good years. A lot of fun times. The kids still like to get together and do stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I never know who's going to show up here for supper or on the weekend.
Yeah, like just this Saturday, like all of the siblings somehow managed to be here at the same time, which doesn't happen often anymore.
No, I mean, if I planned it, it wouldn't happen. But
Yeah.
for some
It was unplanned and everyone was just showed
everyone
up.
was here on a Saturday morning. Except for Dad.
He had to work.
Anyway, we have a notification up there to do afternoon chore time.
I already did my kitchen chores.
Good job, good job. Okay, so this is a little problem that we have recently because there's not very many kids left at home. We always had afternoon chore time at 4 o'clock for years and years and years and years. It worked perfectly.
Why so late? I don't like late afternoons.
Because you guys had free time. You probably don't remember this, but after lunch we would have quiet hour,
I
and
remember quiet hour.
sometimes we'd have read aloud time before quiet hour, and then there was free time, and then at 4 o'clock everyone had to do chores.
Yeah.
And then they went to do their outside chores, and I would make supper, and then we'd have supper, and it was evening time. But anyway, afternoon chore time doesn't work very well anymore because these old kids, and I have no little kids anymore, these older kids just do their chores whenever they feel like doing it. When in the day, it just is nice, but
Sometimes we'll end up doing it at like 9 o'clock at night.
I don't like that one.
Hey, we still get it done though. That's the important part.
Yeah, they get it done. They get it done. All right. If I planned it, it wouldn't happen. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.